So when was the first scientific empirical study done on dreams in the West? So that was in the 1850s by this guy, Louis Alfred Marie, where in this first experiment, he was trying to see if the external environment could influence his dreams in some way, which the general answer was yes. But two of the examples they gave in the book was one, he had a helper tickle his nose with a feather as he slept, and then he was started to dream of a mask being torn from his face. And then the other example, he had him drip water into his forehead, and then he dreamed of being really sweaty and drinking wine. The same guy, Lewis, also helped popularize this idea that, dreams felt really long, but they were actually just really, really short, where he thought that dreams were conceived at the moments before waking, where I still get asked this question sometimes and I kind of push back against it, where even like Stephen LeBaers did a study on this, of course, many years later, where he had people in the lab give an eye signal, and then they would try and feel out what they felt was 10 seconds and then give another eye signal back. And on average, it was 13 seconds of real time versus 10 seconds of dream time. So pretty close. And that's something that I've even noticed in my own practice, where very often, especially if it's towards like the later end of the night when REM's getting a lot longer and more solid. Yes, my son. Yes, hold on, almost bow. Is getting a lot longer and more solid, as I'll wake up myself up out of the dream, not on purpose, glance at the clock, and then I'll go back to sleep, and then dream breaks down again, wake up, glance at the clock, go back to sleep. And what have I found is, say if I've been asleep and back in the dream for like 10 minutes or so, it's always pretty accurate to what it was. Yes, you can have a peek.
I have
One. You want two? Okay, two is enough. I gotta finish this. Hold on. Wait, almost fell. Super close. Got like a couple more sentences to say. So what I was saying is that one of the reasons why I think people can get this idea where, dreams feel really long, and you feel like you've been in a dream for like days and days and days, is that sometimes in dreams you can have, say like it's, I don't know, you're at school in your dream, and then like you feel like you go home and then you go back to school the next day. When if you were really paying attention and watching the dream, you would probably realize that you're scene jumping all over the place, right? So you start off at school, it's scene jumps to you being at home, maybe getting ready for bed or whatever, and then it's scene jumps to you being back at school the next day. And then when they get up, they'll just kind of like connect it all together, and then they'll be like, man, I felt like I was dreaming for days, when really, it was only probably whatever, like minutes. Anyway, yeah, that's that. Gotta help my son.